Section 1 Football Media Day 2024, presented by GameDay 1, Veolia, and White Plains Hospital.
Section 1 Football Media Day here at Mahopac High School, 2024 version, and we bring in now our friends from Mamaroneck, and obviously Coach Anthony Vitti. You've been through this many times now. How many years as a head coach at Mamaroneck?
This is my 15th coming up.
You're one of the veterans now. You're not one of the...
Indeed.
You see a lot of young guys, coaches. You were part of that group. You are now in the upper echelon of veteran coaches. What is the program from day one to now? How much growth have you seen in this team?
It's been incredible. You know, just looking at numbers over the last several years, we've gone from in 2016, looking at registrations, we were at 62 total high school players. Happy to say we had 135 kids come out this year in high school, which is amazing for us.
You make it to the section championship game 2 years ago. You beat New Rochelle last year. Was that last year or was that 2 years ago you beat them also? You made that historic?
We were able to, which is great for us, right? Beat a great team like New Rochelle a couple years in a row, sure.
And what's the next step, right? So it's a natural question for any program that's kind of been building like this. What is the next step, and how are these guys going to be the team that achieves it?
I mean, it's a loaded question, right? Because every year you start from zero, right? You build again from the base. So I think the logical step is we want to make the championship. We want to win a championship and push the limits and see how far we can go. But we know that every year we come in, we have to reset our foundations, right? We have a new set of people coming in the door. We hope that they understand growing up and seeing what's been going on in our Memorial Field on Friday nights, that they want to be a part of it and that they'll do anything to make it to that finals and win this time.
When you enter a season, every coach looks at what our strength is and builds around that. Have you identified the strength of this team yet?
A couple things I would point on. Number one, leadership. We have a lot of guys who are many of our guys here today, and others, our seniors that are coming back, have played a lot of football for us, a lot of three-year returners. The other thing I would say, if you look at position groups, I think the strength is our offensive line. Really excited for what we have up front. I think our Fools Fraternal Order of Offensive Linemen are excited for this year, and they've been working really hard.
That was Fools, you said?
Fools.
All right, what is that acronym?
Fraternal Order of Offensive Linemen.
I love it, and they seem to embrace that. They seem very excited. Introduce me to the guys that you brought here tonight.
Absolutely. So sitting to my right here, I have Kieran Jacobson, Miko Barituas, Henry Bone, Harlan Glassman, and then in the back here we have Jack Davidson and Henry Norman.
All right, let's pass the mic down. Just give me a little bit. I know it's only been really 2 official days of camp, but how have things kind of been, and what's the offseason been like building up to this preseason?
I think we had a great offseason. We had a lot of guys out there every morning in the summer, 6 a.m., working all week, and it's been a fantastic first few days of camp. It's so much fun. It's just, you see smiles on everyone's faces every day. Everyone is so excited to be out there, and I think it's been a great first few days.
And what has been any surprises? Any newcomers, guys who aren't here tonight who've come up and kind of make some waves? There's
definitely some newcomers and a lot of kids who are making a lot of plays and stepping up into roles that need to be stepped up into, and it's great to see.
Excellent. Dave, did we lose audio on that? Roll, guys. Okay, got it. All right. All right. No, it's not going
I think
as
the
loud as it was.
stopped.
Let me see the microphone for a second. All right, it's good. All right, pass down to Mika. Mika, you're a name that I know very well. I've watched play over the last few seasons. Just what sort of expectations have you put on yourself? And obviously, there's been some Super 11. There was a lot of hype going into the watch list stuff. I mean, just how do you kind of enter your senior season?
So,
yeah, there you go.
Sorry. I mean, I've really not tried to think about, Super 11 and stuff like that too much. I've really taken my senior season more as an opportunity to lead others and keep on. I mean, you just spoke about with Coach Vitti the program that we've been developing, and since I've gotten to the high school, I've seen it grow, and I want to, leave my mark on the school, on the team. So I've been focusing more on leadership and trying to get everyone on board.
There was a lot of sophomores in your group who was probably on this field 2 years ago, was pulling up. Was it hard to kind of pull up and look at that field and think back to that night at all?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I think we were just walking by and looking at the field. It's tough. It was a tough loss, but it makes us closer. And even the guys that weren't on the field or weren't on the team felt the weight of that loss. They were on the sideline. And we know how it feels. That's a huge advantage. And I'm really grateful for it.
That's Mike down. The one thing I've always felt with Mamaroneck, a lot of times going into, you're obviously one of the smaller schools in Class AA, and I always felt like, man, they're just like a player or two away from getting over the hump against the big side schools like New Rochelle, Arlington. Do you find that this team, as the numbers of coaches talk about, numbers have grown, that could finally be the advantage for you guys to have the bodies?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of returning guys this year, and it's definitely been great to have a huge team because you can field basically like an entire second team and first team for scout. And with a lot of returning guys with a big class for ours, and especially the classes that are coming up behind us, it's really just great to see that we have a lot more depth at every single position. And so, I think it's not just one or two guys, but now it's like the entire team is looking solid.
You're one of the guys who would take advantage of a good offensive line. So how has that group come together, like Coach said?
They've looked incredible. Yeah, I mean, I know Harlan here is on the line. We have Matthew Murphy too, who are both 2-year starters already. A lot of good guys in the internal of that too. I mean, it's just exciting when you know that you have guys up front who are gonna, work for you very hard, and they're gonna do their job. So
Harlan's pass it down. Let's flip it around. How good is this skill possession set, a group of players that you have you're blocking for?
They're good. It's great knowing like I could go out and just miss a block, and I know kids in the backfield will make up for my mistake. And same going around there. Like we as a team just trust each other, so they know if they make a mistake, the O-line got their back.
How has this preseason been different than other preseason in terms of? It seems like it's quick. It seems like you guys are going to blink and you're playing your first game.
It's pretty quick, yeah, but we have a lot of returners who are helping the younger kids get up to speed. And we just have so many numbers, like kids on the team. And it just goes by so easy. Like no one's getting hurt. We're packing a lot in, but it's very easy on the body.
We're going to knock on wood when you say no one's getting hurt, right, Coach? Let's pass it up.
Always.
So what do you attribute to the growth of the program? What would you say is the reason why there are more numbers in Mamaroneck than maybe ever?
I mean, a lot of it has to do with like what we do in the community. 2 years ago, I think it was, or maybe it might have been 3 years ago, we had a lot of floods in the community, and so we were out there as a team cleaning up houses, helping people move stuff around, all that sort of stuff. So a lot of community outreach has been big, especially with younger players coming into the high school.
It seemed like something this guy would probably employ you. He was out there with you. Seemed like he's a community guy.
He was out there early morning. Yeah.
No question.
Tell me about the outlook for. Let's go week 0 first. Obviously, John Jay Cross River. It's probably not a school you're probably familiar with it from other sports, maybe not from football. So what's the mindset going into it's week 0 at home, right?
Yeah.
Just how excited to go out there for senior first night?
I mean, it's awesome. All of us here were begging for a week 0 game, so like can't be more excited about that. Obviously, we don't know a lot about them. Never played them in football, played them in other sports, but it's just a game like any other game. Got to prepare the same way. So,
we'll give you the last question, and that being, you go Scarsdale, North Rockland, who you lost to North Rockland on the road last year. Is that right?
Yeah.
Lost on the road, and then Carmel, the defending champion. So those 3 games, you're going to learn a lot about your team. Just tell me about what it's like going into that teeth of the schedule that early.
Yeah, I mean, this year we're fortunate to play a ton of amazing teams, so we're excited for every opportunity, but we're coming for everyone.
And how important is that Scarsdale game? Obviously, the John Jay game's week 0. It's a non-league game, but how much does that Scarsdale game excite the team?
I mean, we got 2 games before that, so focused on week 0. One game before that, so focus on week 0 for now, but we'll be ready for Scarsdale, for
Excellent.
sure.
And we're wrapping up at the coach to wrap it up. Coach, you feeling good? I mean, you feeling good with this group? They seem like they kind of had their head on straight. I couldn't bait them into any bulletin board stuff, but does this group you feel like has a type of unit you like coaching?
Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you to our media personnel, for kind of helping them along. But yeah, very good. We're excited. I think this group, we've watched them grow up, and really looking forward to this year. I know these guys played a lot of football, as I've said, and we're looking to culmination of great things.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on preseason. Good luck, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Thank you.